Okay, Harshini, Megha, Priyanka, Jafita, Subendra, Sani are there. Priyanka, Aishwarya. Yes, Aishwarya is also there. Chaudhary is there. Shilpa is there. Okay, so everyone are here. I'm sharing you my screen. So please do tell me once it becomes visible.
आप मेरे समझ में फिर लड़ाई करो जबरदस्ती जब बजा रहे जा रहा मैं तो 400 रुपये निकाला उसने। हाँ अरे यार हाँ वो आ गई थी। हाँ अरे यार 7,000 रुपये गए हैं। मतलब 2 दिन में जितने दिए उसने वो सारे निकाल लेगा। मैंने तो किसी ने मेरे को बोला था मैंने किसी से बात करी तो बोले क्या है कोई आई नहीं क्या क्वालिटी नहीं। तो बोले यार मैंने उसको बोला बोले वो श्योर हो ना वही लेना मेरे को ऐसे मेरे को कहना मत मेरे को। तो बोला
ये भी इंस्टॉल करना काफ़ी वो बात है।
इसके
ये ऑटो कैड हो गया, स्टैड प्रो हो गया, ये इंस्टॉल करना।
फिर मैंने देखा
इसमें भैया ऑटो कैड कर देना अगर होता है टाइम मिले तो।
200 के पास था।
कल भी उन्होंने राकेश भाई ने करा, हुआ ही नहीं, मैंने करा मेरे को।
तो मैंने 34,900 वाली कॉल देखी तो मैंने तो थोड़ी देर तो देखा तो वो 200 500 जाएगी फिर 190 आ गई फिर 200 जाएगी फिर 190 ऐसे चल रही थी वो। तो मैंने उसको 193 पे खरीद लिया फिर वो आगे क्यों 70 वापस तो मिल गया तो आगे फिर वो गई वापस 200। तो मैंने 200 मतलब फिर मैंने 200 एक पहले मैंने 205 लगा था 200 जाके आ गई थी मैंने लेके लिखी हुई फिर मैंने लालच लालच निकल गया मैंने तो 200 में निकाल दी और 400 300 में निकल के अलग हो गया और उसके बाद में फिर मैंने थोड़ी देर बाद में देखा उसको तो वो पड़ी थी 130 पे। हाँ नीचे ऊपर 10 पॉइंट जाता है तो नीचे 50 पॉइंट जाता है। तो ना तो ऊपर के रहे ना नीचे के रहे बस वो आज तो जो 10 10 पॉइंट के उस पर खेलेगा ना वो तो निकल जाएगा। ये चक्कर तो सॉफ्टवेयर के लिए क्या बोल रही हो सॉफ्टवेयर में टाइम तो लग रहा है। मैडम केवाईसी पे भेजे मैं लगाऊंगी मुझे तो गए थे थाने। ए यार मुझे लेट हो लेट ये तो मैं मेरे को दिख ही रहा था वो तो बोलते मुझसे क्योंकि आपके फोन आना बहुत जरूरी है तो पीछे दिन तो आपके लेगा भी आएगा उसके बाद से भी वेरिफिकेशन के बाद भी इसलिए हाँ कितने और हुई वो भी कितने कल तो आप लंच में जाओ लंच में जाओ तो
Only
मुझे
few
बताओ क्या कि जो
model
रहता है ना
editing
उसके
tools
बाद
that we
लगा
are going
बोलना
to
मेरे
see
को
according to the
बोलना
syllabus.
मेरे को
Though we have many,
बाहर जाना
okay, we have so much of tools
इसलिए आपने बोला तो क्या है
that can be created, okay.
लेकिन मैंने
But
तो बस
even
आया
though
था
we
मुझे
have only
मैंने
certain
बोला कि 4,000 रुपये
editing
बाद
tools that can be used for the other structures
हाँ
also. So
मेरा
now,
मेरा हुआ था
as
ना
I think
तो मेरे वाले में
I
क्या
have
हुआ
explained
मैं
about
बाहर
the
गया हुआ था
insert notes. Maybe
तो क्या
yesterday,
हुआ
did
ना
I?
यार वो ऐसे वेरिफिकेशन हो गया मैं तो
Did
बाहर
I explain
मैं तो
about
जाने
the
का टाइम
insert
था
notes yesterday?
नहीं आपके सामने जाऊँगा मैं ठीक है
Did
तो
I
मैं बोल
explain
रहा हूँ
about
तो
the
फिर मेरे
inserting
बोले
notes
यार ठीक है
yesterday?
मुझे 4 5 10 हज़ार रुपये मिलता हमारे को वेरिफिकेशन आ जाएगा।
Insert notes.
तो बोले आपको करवा दोगे तो मैं करो यार बोले यार तो मैं गया फिर हाँ फिर बस जाके तो कोई दिक्कत आ रही क्या कि मैंने कल ऑनलाइन चेक किया था तो ऑनलाइन आपका तुमने चेक किया था हाँ आपने चेक किया था ना वो पुलिस वेरिफिकेशन वाली चीज़ आ रही थी इसमें डब्ल्यू के तो परसों ले गया वो डब्ल्यू का तो 3 दिन पहले फोन आ गया था फिर वो परसों डब्ल्यू दिया उसने बदल के कल डब्ल्यू ने फोन कर दिया उसको यार क्या हुआ वो
Okay, so here you can
कल तो दिया है आपने
put it.
तो बोले कल जाएगा परसों 2 3 दिन में आपके फोन आएगा तो आपका आ जाएगा। इसलिए तो एक बार आप ही अगर मालूम कर लो कि कुछ है तो मालूम ये नहीं मुझे क्या है क्या नहीं करवा लो
So now I'm going for geometry,
पूछिए आप
and on the structure panel, can you see the structure panel from here? And we have seen the insert node, isn't it? So whenever you are breaking it, okay, I would like to add. So for example,
मेरी
again I'm going back to my grid.
मेरी 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 बाइक थी
Again I'm creating one more. So can you see now this is n beam and this is n beam, isn't it?
91
So when I created a column at the back, so this is
और
one
मैंने
beam
कोई
and this
दूसरी
is the
भेजा
other beam that we will have. So when you have two different beams like this and you would like to merge it into one single beam,
तो
I
अपना
want
मैंने
to
कुछ नहीं
merge
था
it into
अपनी
one single beam.
नोट कर लो
So I'm going for the on the beam panel, and you can able to see merge
उसमें
selected beams.
अब छोटे
You
छोटे
can
करना
able
दस
to
दस
see
पकड़ लो
merge selected beams will be there, and I'm going for the
अपनी
merging,
संख्या नहीं
and
करती
that will be automatically merged. Can you see? And now it is all being merged into one single beam. So when you have two different beams, you have to merge it together by clicking on the beams panel, and we are going for the merge selected beams, and it will be merged. But here you can able to see the beam number, no? So after 1 it should be your 2, correct? It should not be your 3. After 1 your beam number on the right side, you can able to see the beam layout, you can able to see. So it is all about your beam layout that you will have. Okay, so you can select both the beams. I'm selecting both the beams, and I can go for renumbering beams, and I can go for renumber beam, and it will say that would you like to proceed. This is an irreversible operation. Yes, I would like to proceed. And how do you want to proceed it? Based on the coordinates. Do you want to base everything on the coordinates? No, based on the member number. So the available sort criteria will be based on the member number, and you can able to transfer it. And when you click on accept, automatically you can see the beams will be renumbered. Renumbering is something I wanted to rearrange. No, I wanted to rearrange, so I can able to see, that is all called as renumber. So that is all. So that is all called as your beam number that we will have. So beam number, which is all about B1 or B2, 1 and 2, so that can be renumbered. So when you have two different beams like this, you can able to see that exactly it will be merge it together. But can you see here you have a node, isn't it? Can you see here you have a node, and you would like to break your beams, like I wanted to break my beams, no? So I can go for on the beams panel, the next tool, it is all about breaking. So go and select this node. So I'm going for the select, and I'm going for the node cursor, and I'm selecting this respective node, and on the geometry, and I'm breaking it. So when you have breaked, no, and you can able to see now this is a beam, and again this is a beam. So I have a node here. Though I have a node, it is all being connected as one single beam, but I would like to break it. Okay, so then what you have to do is that you have to select only the node, and if you click on break, automatically it will be breaked. Automatically it will be breaked.
क्या हो गया यही क्या वो लड़की
Okay, so this is all called as your re, uh, breaking your beams. So we have seen have to merge your beams, and have to break your beams, and have to renumber your beams. And the next one, it is all about your moving. So I want to move my beams. So let me open my grid. So select your beam, and now I'm going for moving the beams. So whenever I'm going for moving the beam, and I can see I would like to move my beam in the y origin to a distance of 1 meter. Suppose in the y, if it is all being on the 6, no, and you can able to see it will be moved to y. Can you see? Now it is all being on the y origin, it is all being on 7. So again whenever you're going for move, so again 2 meters I wanted to move. So from 7 it will be moved to 9. So can you see? So this is all called as your moving. This is all called as your moving.
प्लेन लिया था मैं
And next one we are going to
प्लेन
see
लेना तो आता
about
है ना
the
कैसे
stretch.
लेते हैं
select your beam and you can go and stretch your beams. Select your beam and you can go and click on the stretching beam. So you are supposed to select your beams, and after the beams are being selected, we are supposed to stretch it. So I'm going for stretching, and in small dialog box it comes. So it is asking which is the beam number. Yes, it is 1 because that is the beam number I have selected, isn't it? So you want to stretch it to one point in the x direction, to one point maybe I would like to stretch it to 6 meters to a point 6, and my y will be 9 and my z is 0. And when you click on apply, can you see automatically it will be stretched. If you need, let me keep it on the front view. See, I'm selecting this particular beam and the beam number is 1. See, the start point of the beam with respect to the x origin is 2, and on the y it is all about your 6. So I would like to stretch it to 8. So x is equal to 8, and this beam has been placed in the y direction to a distance of 9. Again z is 0. Again when I click apply, again it will be stretched to 8 meters. Again it will be stretched to 8 meters. So your x is equal to 8, y is equal to 9, and your z is equal to 0. So it is all 8, y is equal to 9, and your z is equal to 0. And next option, it is all through a distance. So what should be the start node? Yes, the start node can be 1 meter. When you click on apply, again it will be moved to 1 meter. Can you see the start node through a distance? Suppose if you want to go for 3, again it will be stretched to 3 meters. Again, even on the end, no, I would like to stretch only on the end to 1 meter distance. It is all through a distance, not the origin. It is all through a distance, and it is not the origin, which is all being stretched to a distance of 9. And the third one, it is all to existing node. Yes, and now I would like to stretch this beam, but there should be let me stretch this beam to an existing node. No, so this is that node. So this is to the existing node I would like to stretch. So can you see it is all being stretched. I'll repeat one more time. See, I have a beam over here, and this beam should be stretched to this node, to an existing node, because the node is available. I have selected this beam where the beam number is 3. Again I can go for noding and I can select this node. Again when you click on apply, automatically your beam will be stretched back. Again you can go for to existing member, you select this particular beam, and whenever you go to apply, and you can able to see that your member will be stretched to the member that I have selected. This is all called as to existing member. So do you all have any doubts on the stretching? Do you all have any doubts on stretch, move, stretch, move, and merging, renumbering?
समझ में आया कैसे करना? ठीक है, लॉक किधर है ये? ठीक है, आ गया समझ पक्का? ठीक है, अब इसमें आता है दूसरा, ये क्या था, मल्टी सेक्शन, जो अपना था पैड था एक तरह का, ठीक है, मल्टी सेक्शन सॉलिड का। अब मल्टी सेक्शन रिमूवल चीज समझिए, जैसे
do you all have any doubts?
उसके अंदर में गायब कर देते हैं, ठीक है। तो उसके लिए क्या है, वापस से अपन बनाएंगे, अब बनाते हैं अपन, ये बनाते हैं।
Shilpa, do you have any doubts?
ठीक है,
Harshini, Sani, Megha.
इसमें बनाऊंगा एक तरह हो जाता।
Shilpa, Subhendra, Chaudhary, okay, Priyanka, Aishwarya, Priyanka and Aishwarya.
ओके, 3 बन गए, ठीक है, दिख रहे हैं? लिख रहे हैं ना, आप तो ना समझ में कैसे बनाना है, ठीक है। अब उसके बाद में क्या करता हूँ, अब मैं लूँगा मल्टी सेक्शन रिमूव, ठीक है। एक चूज़
Priyanka,
कर
are you
लिया
there?
मैं, दूसरा सेकंड चूज़ करूँगा एंड थर्ड चूज़ करूँगा, रिव्यू करके देखूँगा, रिव्यू करूँगा, रिव्यू होगा, ठीक है। ये हो गया, ये जा रहा है मेरा डायरेक्शन, डायरेक्शन सही जा रही है, परफेक्ट जा रही है, वही डायरेक्शन जा रही है।
Okay.
ऐसे घूम तो देना ही है,
And next, it is all about intersection.
परफेक्ट।
Okay, it is all about
नेक्स्ट कर दूँगा,
intersecting your beams, and I would like to highlight the intersecting. So you wanted to highlight your intersection.
डायरेक्शन जल्दी जल्दी कह रहा
So
हूँ।
select any two beams like this. Again, you can go for your intersection of your beams.
स्टेड प्रो पढ़ाऊँ?
No two members are intersecting. These two beams are not intersecting with each other. And you're supposed to highlight, and the same beams will be highlighted. So the intersecting, it is nothing but whenever you use the drop down menu, you want to highlight your intersection
खुद तो
to
प्रैक्टिस
an
कर
tolerance of 1
मैंने
meter,
डाउनलोड करके
and you can see no two members are intersection. There is no intersection here. This is n beam, this is n beam. So these two are your beams.
मैंने तो
Suppose I'm
पढ़ाना है।
selecting these two and I'm going for merging,
ऑटोकैड
so that can be merged. Again I'm selecting these two. Again if you're going for merging, and it will be merged. Now you can see, and that will, again when you give the tolerance of about 1 meter, and you can see the beams will be highlighted. This is called as the intersection. But if you select these beam, no, see, this is one single beam and this is one single beam, so the software will not consider this goes for the intersection. So you have to select these two beams, and you can able to see it is all about the highlighting. So it is all about 1 meter, and you can able to see the intersection of your beams.
आज कहाँ पे जा रही
It is all called as your intersection of your beams.
है?
Next one, it is all about mirroring. Next concept, it is all about your mirroring. In the same beam, I would like to mirror it in the XY. Okay, same beam, I want to mirror it on the XY direction to a distance of about 2. And this is in copying. The same beam, let me even keep it on the 3D view also. Okay, and I would like to copy it in the
ये हो गया तुम्हारा मल्टी
Z
सेक्शन,
direction. Same Z direction, I want to mirror it.
वो थोड़ा आउट चला गया था
And
इसलिए वो
the
वाला
Z
नहीं हुआ।
plane is equal to 2 meters.
सेम चीज़ हुई है लेकिन
It
इसमें
is
मल्टी
all
सेक्शन
about 2
रिमूव हुआ है, उसके
meters.
अंदर
Again, you
ड्रॉप
can
हुआ
click
था,
on copy.
ड्रॉप मतलब
Again, you can
मटेरियल
click
ऐड
on
हुआ था,
OK.
इसके
Can you
अंदर
see the
मटेरियल
mirror?
वैल्यू,
It will be
ठीक है।
mirrored in the Z direction. I'll tell you the concept. So whenever you're going for the mirroring, no, suppose the mirror plane, if it is all in
मुझे
the
तो अपना
XY,
स्लॉट क्या है, मैंने रिम बताया था।
it should be
अपन ने
mirrored
चीज़
in
करा
the
था, याद है,
Z.
एक लाइन दे
It
दी थी
will
और
be
उसमें
by
सर्कल
default,
वगैरह
it
कुछ
will be mirrored
सर्कल
in the
उसमें
Z
चेंज हुआ था,
only.
ऐसे चेंज हो गया था।
And if
उस
you're
टाइम मैंने
going
यहाँ पे
for
रिम करके
XZ,
दिखाया था,
the
उससे तो मेरे पास
objects
बनाया था तो
should be
बात कुछ और
created
लगा।
on the
तो
XZ plane.
उसी
I
तरीके से
repeat,
उसके अंदर तो
the
मैंने मटेरियल
objects
भरा था,
should be
इसके अंदर मैं
created on
वैसे
your
वैसे अगर
XZ
डायरेक्शन देके
plane,
मटेरियल रिमूव करूँगा
and your
तो
mirroring
वो
should
वाली
be
चीज़
done
है।
on the Y
वो कैसे
direction.
करना है,
For example, I'm going for
ये
the
तो लिखता
grid.
जाऊँगा।
Okay, and I'm going for edit. I'm keeping my plane on the XZ, and I'm creating a beam like this. Okay, the same beam I'm selecting it.
सिलेक्ट कर दिया मैंने,
The mirror plane,
ठीक है।
can you see it is in XZ,
चल जाता
and
हूँ।
I would like to have the same beams in the Y direction to a distance of about 2 meters, and when I click OK, automatically it will be copied. So this is called as your mirroring. This is called as your mirroring. And the next one, it is all about the rotation. So you want to display the entire structure, and you want to zoom. No, your structure will be zoomed. Again, it is all about panning. Till you wanted to zoom everything, and you wanted to rotate, no, magnify everything. Magnification. Can you see the magnifying glass you will have?
यहाँ बना दिया मैंने,
And
अब
it is all
इसको
about
काट
your
देगा मतलब
rotation.
पूरा
So you want
ब्लॉक
to
हो जाएगा।
rotate it on the right side, and you want to rotate it on the left side. Again on the
हो
rotating
गया,
left,
और ये मैं करता हूँ
rotating right.
रिव्यू,
Oh, this is all about your rotation.
समझ में आया कैसे
So
करना है?
how it is all
अच्छी
being
बात है।
rotated. So this is all about the rotation that we will have rotate left, right, the spinning up of the left and spinning up of the right. So all these you can able to see it from here.
यहाँ फोन में आ जाता होगा मेरे हिसाब से। ठीक है,
So
अभी
this is
नहीं
all
फोन
about,
में आया
I
था
hope
मुझे।
you know about the labels,
हाँ
isn't
से
it?
ऐसे
Shift T,
करो लेकिन
Shift
तुम
plus
जैसे
N,
एडिटिंग
Shift
करते
plus
हो वो
V,
सब
and
ठीक
Shift
है
plus B. So all the labeling you can able to see it from here. So
मुझे
here
बता
you can able to go, and it is all about an complete label setting. So whichever you wanted, automatically it will be displayed. You want your beam numbers, your orientation, specification, the end of your beams. The start color will be on the
थिकनेस थिकनेस क्या
green,
होती है
and the
थिकनेस
end
होती है किसी भी
wherever
एक
the
फेस
beam
की
is
थिकनेस
getting end,
बताना
and that
ठीक है
will be
मान लो मैं इसको
highlighted on
सेल
the
कर
blue.
देता हूँ
So beam end is nothing but no, on the label settings you can see the
ओके कर
beam
दूँगा
end, and the shortcut key for the beam end will be shift
कोकिला हो
plus
गई
E. The
ठीक है
shortcut key for
अब
the
मुझे क्या करना है
beam end
अभी
will be shift plus E.
कि
The start color will be
ये जो
green, and the
बाउंड्रीज
end
है ना इनकी
color will
थिकनेस
be
एक एक है ना
blue color.
लेकिन मुझे ये इस वाला ये जो फेस है ना ये वाला फेस इसकी थिकनेस मुझे 1 mm नहीं चाहिए इसकी थिकनेस मुझे चाहिए कम से कम 5 mm तो मैं क्या करूँगा थिकनेस बढ़ाऊँगा अगर मैं थिकनेस क्लिक करूँगा थिकनेस क्लिक करके फेस सिलेक्ट करूँगा फेस सिलेक्ट करने के बाद में यहाँ 6 mm है मैं इसको रख देता हूँ 10 mm ठीक है और ओके करूँगा ओके करते ही तुम ये देखो इसकी
Okay, so
थिकनेस
this
तो
is
हो
all
गई
called as your beam end.
10 mm
Again, you
दिख
can
रही
just
है
uncheck
और
this, and
बाकी की
whenever you're
थिकनेस
clicking
बढ़ेगी
on
एक
apply,
एक
and you can able
समझ
to
में
see
आया
that
ठीक है ऐसा करके अपन
the
क्या
beam
करेंगे
end of the start and then the end color will not be there.
अब से ले लिया
So
अपन
that
अब
is all
अपन बनाते
called
हैं एक
as
पॉइंट
your
क्रिएट
beam
करते हैं सबसे
ends.
पहले तो यहाँ
So
पे
any doubts till now?
ठीक है और वो नॉर्मल अपन ले लेते हैं डायमीटर का
You all have any doubts till now?
केवल क्रिएट इसके अंदर थ्रेड लाना है मेरे को थ्रेड लाने के लिए क्या करूँगा मैं थ्रेड पर जाऊँगा सिलेक्ट करूँगा ओके करूँगा फेस सिलेक्ट करूँगा ठीक है और ओके कर दूँगा थ्रेड बन के तैयार हो गई थ्रेड दिखेगी नहीं क्योंकि थ्रेड किस में दिखेगी ड्राफ्टिंग के अंदर अपन जाएंगे तब दिखेगी लेकिन अगर अपन को चेक करना है कि थ्रेड बनी है नहीं बनी तो उसके लिए अपन क्या करेंगे यहाँ पर यहाँ पर अगर आपकी जो कमांड यहाँ पर लिखी हुई आ गई आपने क्या करी यहाँ पर सारी चीज़ें लिखी हुई आती हैं जितने भी आप चीज़ें यूज़ होती जाएगी ठीक है जितने भी आप कमांड यूज़ लोगे वो सारी की सारी यहाँ पर लिखी हुई आएगी यहाँ पर थ्रेड आ गया लिखा हुआ इसका मतलब थ्रेड बन गया ड्राफ्टिंग के अंदर जब जाएंगे अपन तब थ्रेड दिख जाएगा ठीक है ये हो गया थिकनेस बता दिया मैंने ठीक है ट्रांसलेशन बताता हूँ ठीक है ट्रांसलेशन क्या है इसको 3D में रोटेट करवाना ठीक है 3D में मूव करवाना इसे ट्रांसलेशन कहलाता है तो कैसे कराना है यहाँ पर गए अपन सबसे पहले जाएंगे ट्रांसलेशन में ठीक है ट्रांसलेशन के अंदर जाएंगे किसी भी एक पेज को सिलेक्ट करेंगे ठीक है और जहाँ पर आपको मूव करवाना है तो इधर अगर इसको सिलेक्ट कर दें तो इधर हो जाता अभी इसको इधर मूव करवाना है ठीक है ठीक है इसे कहते हैं अपन ट्रांसलेशन और यहाँ पर आके यहाँ पर से वो भी दे सकते हैं अपन डिस्टेंस भी और यहाँ पर अपन कर देंगे ओके वापस आ जाना है कंट्रोल लाइन से यहाँ चल जाएंगे ठीक है मूव की तरफ ठीक है ये आ गया अपना रोटेशन रोटेशन पे जाना है रोटेशन पे जाके कोई सी भी एक्सेस सेलेक्ट करनी है या तो ये या फिर ये कोई सी भी ठीक है सिलेक्ट करने के बाद में वो आपको एंगल दे देगा जहाँ पर आप रोटेट कराना चाहो वहाँ पर रोटेट करा अगर ऐसे नहीं कराना ठीक है तो आप यहाँ पर एंगल भी दे सकते हैं ठीक है तो ये मैं कर दूँगा ये रोटेट हो गया कंट्रोल जेड से चलेगा आगे रोटेट करना कोई सी भी एक्सेस सेलेक्ट करनी है उसके बाद में मैनुअली या फिर डेटा देकर उसको रोटेट करना उसके अलावा देखा आपने ये क्या है सिमेट्री सिमेट्री क्या होता है सिमेट्री आपको पता है बेसिकली कोई जो भी अपना मेन सोर्स होता है उस सोर्स को एज इट इज
In the
किसी भी
next
एक
one,
एक्सेस के
it is all about the
लेफ्ट
editing
साइड में या
tools we
राइट साइड
have
में
seen,
जिधर
no,
भी
and
होगा
it is all
उसमें
about
कॉपी
the
करा देगा
grouping.
लेकिन खुद
So I'm going
गायब हो
for the
जाएगा। जैसे
select
सिमेट्री करते हैं, मिरर किसे कहते हैं, मेन
beam.
सोर्स है वो तो रहेगा ही, और उसके अलावा एक कॉपी भी बन जाएगी, ठीक है।
So here you can able,
तो सबसे
here
पहले
I'm
अपन कराते हैं
selecting
सिमेट्री।
all my beams and I'm going for the
सिमेट्री
grouping.
कराते हैं,
So on the
सिमेट्री के लिए कोई
attributes
सा भी
here
एक
you
पीस
can see
चुनना
the
है,
group.
जैसे ये कोई सा भी,
No
ये
groups are
सिलेक्ट करा इधर
currently
बन
there
जाएगा
in
और
the
अपना
model.
चल
Do you
जाएगा
want to
ऊपर।
create one?
समझ में
Yes.
आया?
So the group
ठीक है,
name,
अब कराना है मेरे को मिरर।
members. So I'm giving the
मिरर
group
पे
name
जाऊंगा,
to be
मिरर में
BM
क्लिक, यहाँ पर सारे के
and
सारे
I'm
देख
going
लें,
for the
मुझे
beam
कैसे
from
लाना है
here
एक बार दोबारा बता
and you
दूंगा।
can
यहाँ
click
से निकाल
OK.
लिया करो क्योंकि यहाँ पर आधी
Okay, the
चीजें गायब
moment
हो
you're
जाती
clicking
हैं,
on
दिखती
OK,
नहीं है, तो
it will
लगेगा ये
ask
तो
you
है ही
to
नहीं, सबसे
associate
ज्यादा
to
काम क्योंकि ये
selected
प्लेन है।
geometry.
अगर
Associate.
तुम जैसे
And all
इंडिकेशन
your
बताऊँ
beams
मैं
will
अभी,
be added.
मिरर कराता हूँ, मिरर के लिए मैं
Okay, all
प्लेन
your
वही चीज
beams will be
चुनूंगा,
added.
ठीक है, और
So
इस
you
पर कर
want
दूंगा
to
ओके।
check, no, either it is all being
वो तो
added or
रही वही
not, and
रही,
you can go and highlight.
ठीक है।
Select your group and click on highlight. You can see that all your beams will be
चलो
highlighted. So again, I'll
सेटिंग है,
tell you.
क्लिक
Now
करा,
I'm going for the node cursor.
कोई सा भी एक
Select all the nodes.
सरफेस चुन लूँगा मैं, या तो एक्स में, वाई में, जेड में, किसी में चुन लूँगा। यहाँ पे चुन लिया मैंने। अब स्केलिंग में और एफिनिटी में क्या डिफरेंस होता है? स्केलिंग यूनिफॉर्मली आपकी किसी भी एक डायरेक्शन के अंदर आपको स्केल करेगा, लेकिन एफिनिटी में आप क्या कर सकते हो, जाके और एक्स वाई जेड तीनों डायरेक्शन के अंदर अलग अलग उस पार्ट को बढ़ा सकते हो, ठीक है। यहाँ पर मैंने दे दिया, अब यहाँ पर रेशियो 2 कर रखा है, मैं यहाँ पर 2 की जगह क्या कर देता हूँ, 3 कर देता हूँ,
So it
0.57,
is all about the node
फिर कम
cursor.
कर देता हूँ,
Again, I'm going for the
ये बन गया
grouping.
2.5 का,
So here I
ठीक है।
can see,
अब मैं बताता हूँ एफिनिटी,
group
जैसे
is
ये
there.
लिया मैंने, यहाँ पर विंडो
All the
खुल गई,
nodes
देखा, आप
has
देख
been
सकते हो।
selected. So
अब
I'm
मैं
going
इसको
for
बोल
the
दूंगा
group.
कि वैसा मुझे 2 तो चाहिए एक्स में, ठीक है। यहाँ पर देखो 2 एक्स में बन गया, मुझे जेड में चाहिए, अब देखो जेड में उधर की तरफ बन जाएगा, ठीक है, वाई की तरफ नहीं बनेगा, ये वाई है, दिख रहा है वाई इधर की तरफ, इधर नहीं बनेगा, जेड में चाहिए मुझे 2 3, जेड में 3 बन गए, ठीक है। अब मैं कर दूंगा इसको एक्स की तरफ बन गया, जेड में 3 बन गए, वाई की तरफ कुछ नहीं बना, ठीक
Yeah,
है, ये
groups
हो
is
गया।
there. And I'm clicking
ऐसे
go
करके
and select your node cursor.
ये काम में आता है। अच्छा
So
प्लेन,
all
प्लेन में
your
बता किस
nodes
लिए
will be
बता रहा था,
selected. And I'm
जैसे मान
clicking
लो
on create. And this
मैंने
is
ले
my
लिया,
node. And this is my node, no? So you can go for node. So I'm giving the name to be
ऐसे
node.
कर देते अपन,
And
देखिए,
here you can able to select the
ठीक
type.
है।
It is all being
अब इसको
node.
बनाते हैं अपन
And you can click OK. After your group, it is all being added. In the bracket, you can able to see and assign. Can you see? It is all about unassigned that you will have. And you can go
बन
for
गए तो हो गए।
associate to
अभी
set
कुछ होने के बाद
geometry.
में क्या
Again,
है,
you can click
जैसे
on
ये लाइन
associate.
खींच कर बन गई
You
है,
can go for associate to selected geometry. Again, you can click on associate. So you can see that the nodes are being assigned. You can able to see that the nodes are being assigned. So you want to highlight. So your node, select your group and you can go for highlight. So it will be highlighted. Again, you can go for your beam and it will be highlighted. Okay, so you will have your node and you can see that the nodes are being highlighted. Again, you will have your beam. So you can see that your beams will be highlighted. Okay, so this is.
अब मेरे को है ना क्या करना है, मेरे को यहाँ पर एक वो लेना है प्लेट, मैं यहाँ पर एक और चीज़ बना देता हूँ, इस पर बनाना चाहता हूँ, उस पर नहीं बनाना चाहता, यहाँ पर बनाना, तो कैसे बनाऊँगा, यहाँ से क्या करूँगा, कॉपी करा लिया इसको,
So this is all called as your
ये यहाँ
grouping.
पर आ जाएगा, तो
Suppose
उसके लिए
no.
मैं लूँगा प्लेट, ठीक है,
Suppose
और प्लेन को मैं दूँगा ये वाला,
I'm going for the
यहाँ
beam
पर आया
grid
प्लेन, है ना।
and
अब
I
मैं क्या
wanted to
करूँगा,
go
ओके
for
कर
a
दूँगा,
small
अब यहाँ
beam.
पर प्लेन बन
So
गया,
I want to
अब
add
मैं क्या
this
कर
beam.
सकता हूँ, इसको
So I have selected
करके
this
चूज और
and I
यहीं पर
want
जैसे
to
जाऊँगा
add
ना,
this beam
मैं
to
यहाँ पर
this
कोई सी भी
list,
चीज़
no?
आ सकता
Again, you can click on associate.
ये करके
Now
सर्विस
you
बन
select your
जाएगा,
entire
सर्विस
beam.
बन जाएगा।
वो सर्फेस बन गया, अब मैं वहाँ पर कोई चीज़ बना सकता हूँ, पहले नहीं बना सकता, समझे, इसलिए ये
Now you
बहुत
click
ज़्यादा
on
ज़्यादा यूज़ में आने
highlighting,
वाली चीज़ है, जैसे
select
मैंने
your
यहाँ पर ये
beam,
बना दिया,
and that
अब
will
क्या है,
be
मैं इसको
highlighted. Can you see?
मूव करा सकता हूँ, ये क्या करा
Associate to view.
ये सिलेक्ट कर दिया,
Again you can
और
again you can go and select
ये
your
बन गया,
highlighting. Your nodes will be highlighted. But can
क्या
you
मैं
see
ऐसे बना
these
सकता
two
था,
nodes are not
बना सकता
highlighted? No.
था,
So then
और ये
again
सारी
go
चीज़ें
back,
वही रह
go
गई,
to the node cursor, select these two
ठीक
nodes.
है।
Again you can go for associate to list. Associate. Now you click on highlight, all your notes will be
करना तो
highlighted.
पहले से काम उधर नहीं कर रहे ना, इधर नहीं कर रहे ना, इधर सारी काम यूज करेंगे।
And you see, everything will be associated. So this is all called as your grouping. So either you wanted to group or you wanted to add the extra object. So this is all called as your creating your group. So your group is being there on the utilities, and on the geometry tools you can able to see your group. And the shortcut key will be Control G. The shortcut key for the groups will be Control plus G. The shortcut key for the groups will be Control G.
हम जो तो इशू करवाते हैं।
So this is all about creating the group. And next, we are going for the steel structure design. And next we are going for the steel structure design. Next we are going for the steel structure design. So can you tell me the code book that we would be using it for the steel structure design? Can you tell me the code book that we would be using it for the steel structure design? Exactly. So it is all IS 800. So that is the one code book we would be using it, isn't it? So now let me share you the entire screen. So I'm clicking on create. So now I'm going for the structure wizard. And on the structure wizard here you can able to see your model type, no? So you wanted to go for the trusses, or you want to know all the different types of the trusses will be there, but I wanted to go for the transmission in simple tower. So in simple transmission tower will be available in your macro models. So use the drop down menu. Here you can able to see the macro models. So I'm going for the simple tower from here. So the macro model will be updated. So at the back you can see base dimension will be there, top dimension will be there, height will be there, and number of base along height will be there. So when I click OK, you can able to see the entire transmission tower. No, it will be created on the macro model. Can you see the transmission tower? So you have to give, just double click. So you can see that it will come back. I'm going for the structure wizard. So on the macro models, so I'm just click, drag and then post. So you can able to see at the back tower parameters will be there. So what will be the base diameter? So what will be the top diameter? So what will be your height and what is the number of base along your height? So that we are seeing it from here. So once you click apply and automatically your model will be loaded here. Then you can go to the edit or start, go to the edit menu, add or paste model in Staad Pro. Again when you click on close, automatically it will be added. Okay, automatically you can able to see the model from here. And now what I'm going to do is that I'm going for the properties. Once you have seen your model here, your transmission model, now you should go to your cross section database. Now you'll be going for the cross section database, and now I'm going for the Indian. So now I'm going for the Indian, and I'm going all my properties will be my ISMB 200. All my properties, no, it will be ISMB 200. So all my properties will be ISMB 200. So I'm going for ISMB 200. So I'm just selecting my ISMB 200. Again I'm clicking on add and I'm going for assign to view. So your entire member, no, it is all ISMB 200 I have given the steel property. Again I'm going for support and I'm going for create. Again I'm selecting all the 4 members at the bottom. Again we can able to select all the 4 nodes. Again we can click on add so that we can able to see that the supports will be added. Now I'm going for the loading. Again I'm going for the load case. You can click on add. Yeah, it can be any loads. So here you can able to see it is all your loads. Again you can click on add. Again click on close. Now you can go for adding. So now you can click on add. Now you can go for the nodal load. Now you can go for the nodal. So I'm going for the load. So it is all of minus 80. The random assumption value I'm giving. Again now I'm going for the node cursor. I'm keeping the structure in the front view and I'm selecting the load and I'm going for assign. Again I'm assigning the loads, so it is all being assigned. Go to analysis and design, click on analysis command, perform analysis. Again you can go for running up of the analysis. So it is all of designing. So it is all about analysis, no, design your transmission overhead towers. This is how your structure will get deflected. So your transmission tower, so you can able to see how your structure is getting deflected. Again you can go for your reaction, your beam result, your bending, everything you can see it from here. Again it is all about your no plate results is not available. and again you can go to your reports and you wanted to generate the report, and you can able to generate the report directly from here. And the most important one, no, it will be you want to take the picture. As earlier I have told you, right click and you can go for taking up of the picture, or even you can print preview the current view like this. Directly you wanted to print, you can print, or you can print the current view directly, it goes for the printing. So even on the file menu also you can go for the print. Either you want to print the output file or the input command file, no, your Staad editor. So this page, the Staad coding you wanted to print also, it will be printed. So whenever we are going for the printing, oh so sorry, now I think it will get closed. It's only ISMB I'm providing. Yes, only ISMB 200 I have used it. Yes, can you all see my screen? Because Staad Pro is going to design and it is going to tell us what is an adequate cross section that these transmission towers can take according to the load supplied. Harshini, your doubt is clarified, Harshini? I have applied for all the cross section. It is only ISMB 200. Suppose you want to apply any other cross section also, you can able to apply. That is not a problem. But now we are going to do the steel design, and the software is going to tell us which is the adequate cross section. Based on the loads, it is all being applied. So what is the adequate cross section that we can able to use it. So now, so on the analysis and design, here can you see steel? So on the analysis and design, can you see steel? So you have to choose your steel from here. So on the analysis and design, we are supposed to go for the steel from here. So your design commands, and we have to go for the steel. So please click on the steel. The moment you're clicking on the steel, on the right side it comes no your IS 800. So your IS 800, your IS 800 LSD will be your limit state method. So that will be your limit state method, and WSD will be your working stress. But I wanted to go for the IS 800. So that is a basic codebook that we would be using it for the steel structures, as you all have told me in the beginning. So now we are going for the select parameters, define parameters, and it is all about the command. And now I'm going for selecting the parameter. So I'm transferring all the parameter to the right side. These are all the parameters I do have. So whichever parameter it is required, and we would be transferring it to the right side. So now I wanted yield strength of steel and all my slenderness ratio and also the effective length track I need, enter profile for the design. And then your unsupported length. Okay, first one it is all FILD, KY, KZ, LY, LZ, profile, track, and unsupported length and unsupported. So one unsupported length it is all for your member, and the second unsupported length for the member stress, which is for sigma. Okay, which we would be finding it out for the bending stress. No, the same value we would be applying it from here. Okay, so these were all the properties. Hope you all have made a note. It is all FILD, KY, KZ, LY, LZ, profile track, and then your unsupported length. So these were all the properties that we will have. Okay, so these were all about how many parameters? 1, 3, 6, around 12. So when you click OK, and now I'm going for defining the parameters. So it is all FILD, the yield strength of steel, which will be 415. So it is all 415000. So I have selected only these were all the basic parameters that we will be given. So again I'm adding it. So it is all 415000. Again the slenderness ratio for the y-axis, for the major as well as on the minor y-axis, it will be 1 only. Your K value in the local y-axis, it will be 1. Again the KZ will be your 1. In the z-axis also, all your beams and columns will, your slenderness ratio, it will be 1. And your length in local y-axis for slenderness value, so which is 1 meter. The default will be selected beams length. Okay, so each and a maximum it has only 1, or maximum even you can go for 5 meters also. So can you see the default? So default will be the selected beam length. Default will be selected beam length. Again I can click on add. Again I can go for LZ. Again I'll click on add 5 meters. Again I'm going for the profile. So I have given the ISMB profile. So it is all about add. So the ISMB profile, it is all being added, and I'm going for the track. So as I've explained it in the confident design itself, we have to print the results for 2 and UNF. So it is all about the unsupported length as in fraction of member length. Again you can click on add. Again you can go for UNL. The default will be the beams length for your bending stress. The default will be your bending stress. The default that you can able to see, it is all about your bending stress. Again you can click on add. These were all the properties I have just created it, defined. So select your FILD. All these parameters should be assigned to view. So I'm assigning it to view. Again KY, I'm assigning it to view. Again KZ, I'm assigning to view. Again LY, I'm assigning to view. Again LZ, I'm assigning to view. Again profile ISMB, I did not specify it is ISMB 200. So it is all about the tracking and your unsupported length. So all these parameters I'm just assigning it to my view only. And the next one, it is all the command. So the next one, I'm going for the command. Here you can go for checking the code, and I'm clicking on add. So you want the code has to check? Yes, I want my code has to check. And each and every member, I want to find the takeoff. Yes, I want to find the steel member. So I want to go for the entire structure takeoff. See, in the member takeoff, your individual members will be taken off. Okay, your individual members will be taken off over here, and your takeoff you can able to see in the takeoff.
क्या हो गया
Your entire structure
इसमें
will be takeoff,
कैसे
and you can go for the optimization of the
आपको क्यों
structures.
लिया है कौन सी बड़ी
For
गाड़ी
optimization,
ट्रक आ गया सामने
so I'm going for steel
कैसे
takeoff.
बंद हो
Again, I'm going for steel member takeoff.
गाड़ी में ब्रेक नहीं है
Again, I'm
आगे
going for
क्यों
checking up of the
नहीं
codes. Now I'm running up of my analysis.
फिर आप मुझे साइड से फिर निकाल साइड लेते हैं
View output file. Again, you click on done.
अरे आगे से निकल रही है गाड़ी क्यों निकली है गाड़ी घूम होते होते मतलब फिसल गई गाड़ी एक तरह
It
तो
is all
फिर
about your
गाड़ी
steel
इधर लेट
design.
गई फिर खड़ी हो गई इधर लेट गई और अचानक से खड़ी हो गई और अपन नहीं खड़ी होती तो छिल जाते छिल जाते
So when you come down, so each and every code, no, you can able to see stat row code will be checking. So what is the member design code parameter? What is your KL by R? Your absolute, all these values you can able to check it from the bottom.
स्पीड भी
So
कम
can you
होगी
see
तभी कंट्रोल हो
like
गई नहीं
this?
तो
So all your values you can able
स्पीड
to see, and
सात
even when you come
सात
down
सत्तर
also you can able to see all the values from here. Your value, your location, your loading, and either it is pass or fail, either it is all tension or compression. First it will be subjected either to tension or compression, no? So here you can able to see it is all about your tension or compression that we can able to see. And when we come down,
गाड़ी हो गई है हाँ तो ये गाड़ी हो गई उसके आगे जाकर जैसे निकल गई यूं होती है उसके आगे से निकली खड़ी हो गई कहाँ गई क्यों उसको ड्राइवर देखा निकल गया ना निकल गया भाग गया मैं निकल गया था ना
आप
तो
निकल
वो यूं कह रहा है अरे ऐसे कैसे आता है पागल मेरे गिर रही है
again you can go for the
देखना भी
takeoff.
तो चाहिए आगे पीछे क्या
सौ
हो
डेढ़
रहा
सौ
So
मीटर
it
तक
is
पहुंचना
all
हमारा
about
रामबाग
the
करके
ISMB
है
200 only. So I need only ISMB
वहाँ से अपन
200,
रामबाग की तरफ चलते हैं वो
and the
मेन रोड
length of the ISMB
उस पर
200
ट्रक
used
लेके
will
तो
be
यूं आ जाएगा हमारी गाड़ी नहीं आएगी
831.48 meters, and the weight for the same will be 196.731 meters. And for the individual member number also will be there, and
रोड भी
still ISMB 200. Length is 8.35 and the weight will be 1.95. And you can see based on the length only your weight will be. For all your 896 members, individual takeoff also will be created, and the entire
क्या
member
प्लान बन रहा
takeoff
है
also will
गाड़ी
be created. So this is all called as your steel design. So do you all have any doubts?
ऑफ साइड के खेल को देख
So do you all have any doubts?
क्या चल रहा है यार सिर्फ ऑफ साइड
Do you all have any doubts on the steel design?
सुरेंद्र बैठेगा नहीं मैं तो बैठेगा ना सर तो बैठेंगे आप बैठेगा क्या उधर सर बस इसमें भी और एक हेल्प कर दो
वो बच्चा हिंदी बच्चा था ना मोटा सा पता छोड़ा पेट में
Yes, Harshni, you can apply your win load as well as the other loads if it is required also.
चल रहा
तो आया ही
Okay, you
नहीं
can apply the win load, and also if other loads is
वो ठेका लग रहा
required, you
है
can. How do we choose? See,
5
I
साल
have just chosen the cross section based on the assignment, I mean based on the assumption only. Okay. Whichever cross section I gave it over here. It is all completely based on the assignment. If the load is getting passed, and it will say okay, it is being passed. If not, the software will suggest it. No, you have to go for your ISMB, other cross sections. So that is what it will tell you, and that is what it will tell you.
लोग अगेन सर इसमें अपने बच्चे को एक तरह से मतलब इसमें अमेरिकन कल्चर जो है ना वो फॉलो करा है। वहाँ पर क्या रहता है, वहाँ पर बच्चा जब किस उम्र का है ना, छोटी उम्र का, उसी उम्र में बच्चे को ये बहुत किया जाता है तो कुछ कर, जो कि यहाँ पर नहीं करा जाता। और जो लगे कर रहे हैं ना वो काफ़ी ठीक है। आपको आपकी क्या मेरी उम्र बता नहीं पता है।
Exactly, but it is only after the design. So from the output file, we will get the correct cross section exactly, but after the output file. Okay. So do you all have any other doubts?
एक दिन पहले भी आया था, तो हाईलाइटर पड़ा किसने लिया था, किसने हाईलाइटर?
नहीं सर,
एक दिन मैंने उस टेबल पे जो उठाया था,
नहीं सर,
देखो किसी रखो टेबल पे। नहीं है?
Did I teach you about the solid modeling? Okay, solid modeling is done, no? Steel structures and designing is also done. And printing, reports generation. Taking a picture and generating the report, I did not teach you. Are you very sure that I did not teach you about the reports?
हमने इन दोनों का रेवेन्यू फाइल बनाया था आज
After the analysis on the post processing, this reports I did not teach you.
नहीं उसमें
This reports I did not teach you.
मैक्स की भी निकलवा लो।
Taking the picture and then viewing it.
सर गुड मॉर्निंग।
Remember and then tell me.
सर मैं कह रहा था वो वीडियो था ना पेंसिल वाला, यार दिक्कत नहीं आ रही नंबर में मैं
So I did not teach you how to get the inputs, taking the picture, adding the picture, how to look. I just only showed, but I did not teach you, correct?
जी
Okay, then please make a note of the reports. I have just showed, no, now you all can take down your notes. See, after all the analysis is done, I'm just giving the notes, I'm not showing it. So please take down your notes very quickly. So it is all about your displacement, and you have to do the right click, and you are going for taking the picture, and you are supposed to give the caption. It is all about your displacements. It is all about the displacements. Again you click OK. Now you have to click on the report, and this is all called as your report setup. Your report setup, your report pages, all adding up of the items. So you want to adding up of the items, all these, no? So on the items tab, here you can able to see input, output, and pictures will be there. Okay, suppose I have my input. So what were all the input I wanted to add it in my report? Either I want to add my notes, beam, cross section, materials. And remember and tell me, I have just only showed did I explain about taking it to the Word file or not? I have the recordings also with me so that I'll check. Did I explain it before how to take this report page to your MS Word file? To your Word file, how your text file has to be taken and your Word file has to be taken? Check my recordings also. So here you can able to see the input. So I want only my beams. I want to see all my beams, and I'll go for all the supports, and I want all the materials from input, and I'll go for the output, and in the output I need all my base pressure. Okay, I need all my base pressure from here. So I don't have the base pressure from here. So I wanted to go for the reactions from the output, and in the picture I have added my picture one. So all these I wanted to print it in my report. So when I click OK, and you can able to see, just zoom in and you can able to see all your results. So this is all about your number of nodes you have used, and your basic load combinations you have used, and what were all the loads we have used, so on the one page you can able to see. So at the last you can able to see. So totally
Good morning.
again I'm going for setting it up. Again click on OK. Again I'm going for one page, no? So you can see only one page reports will be there. Zoom in. Again you wanted to print the entire report, it will be printed. Again you can click on print, so the entire report will be printed. Again you can go for next page. Can you see the next page? You can see, or you wanted to go for only one page, and you can see only one page will be there. So at the last only all your pictures will be printed. And this is how you have to generate, or this is how you have to create your report. And if you want to send someone, you want to print it or you want to send it to someone, you should go to your file menu, and on the left side you can able to see the report, and you want to directly you can take it to the MS Word, and also your text file. I hope I have taught you after the post processing is done. I remember I have teached this to you after the post processing is being done. So this is how your reports has to be generated, and you're supposed to print your reports to your MS Word as well as on the text file. If not, if you did not take down the notes, take it now. So you have to generate the report, and your reports should be exported in the same way, and it can be printed. Again, back you have to add something, or you have to exclude it, or you have to include it. Go to the report setup. I need all my loading. So I need all my loading. Yes, I need all the loadings from the input. So these were all the load cases which should be printed as well. So next page you can go, and you can go for the printing. So So I have used my nodal load cases. Again, you can go for the file menu, go to the report setup, and directly you can take it to your MS Word. You all have made a note of your report setup now. Has everyone made a note? Has everyone made a note? Okay. Harshini, Jafita, Aishwarya, Chaudhary. Steel design is over, concrete design is over, structure wizard. We have seen both the water tanks, isn't it? Both the rectangular and then the circular water tank has been done, correct? Composite decks is done. Slab wall connection. Slab wall connection. Slab wall connection. Done. Moving load, plate loads being done. Temperature. Solid load area. Bridge. Data response spectrum time history. P delta buckling. Understanding post processing. Syllabus can be taken from ORG. Subhendra, you can able to download your Staad Pro Proficient syllabus from CAT Center ORG.
कैट सेंटर ORG
Yes. Now printing. So you want to print. No retaining wall is not there in the syllabus. Now you are, please make a note of the printing. Okay, you are there on the displacement, or you can be there on the reaction, or even on the beam results also. So you do the right click and you can go for print preview current view. Okay, you can preview the current view and then you can go for the printing. I repeat, you just do the right click and you can go for the print preview current view, and you can go for print current view from here. So directly if you're going for the printing, you can able to see. Harshini, when did I say about parametric modeling? What do you mean by parametric modeling? When I was explaining about the parametric modeling? Foundation design is there, Mega. Tomorrow will be the last day of the training. So tomorrow we will be discussing on the foundation design. So here you can do the right click and you can go for print preview current view. So directly it goes for the printing. So your preview has been made and you can directly click on the print and directly it goes for the printing. Or you can go to the file menu and you can go for the printing and your input command file, your output file, your report and your error report. Please make a note, it is all about your printing. Okay, your print current view and take picture and it is all being explained. And though you can go for the printing, again you can go for the input command file will be your Staad editor. Input command file will be in Staad editor and your output file is an output file. So report will be in complete entire report will be there, and error report if there are any errors in your Staad model and that you wanted to print it, it can be printed. So your reports can be printed, your files can be printed from the Staad Pro, but by four different ways. It is all about your input command file and it is all about your output file report and then the error report. Please make a note, everyone. Yes, even I know, Ashni. It is there in the syllabus as well. So, but I was not explaining about the parametric modeling. So, what do you mean by the parametric modeling? Since I did not explain it and I did not mean anything also.
फाइव में चल रही है भाई सेवन में नहीं चल रही वीडियो क्यों ग्रीन ग्रीन मच्छर आ जाता है ना इसको टैग लगा होगा प्रॉपर्टी चेक करेगा भाई सेवन लिखा आ रहा होगा तो भाई सेवन तो ये यार भाई सब लिखने हो रहा है अरे पापा तो 30 साल से घूम रहा है मुझे पता है मुझे पता है अगर फिर बोले कि यार मेरे को काम निकाल अगर 18 तैयारी कंडीशन में था ये क्या ठीक है यार ये क्या है टाइम मांग रहा है मेरे से ये टाइम मांग रहा है ये टाइम और मैं घर पे क्या
Okay, so please make a note. It is all about the input command file, which is your Staad editor. So in the bracket, you please make a note. It is all about the Staad editor, and output file will be the Staad output, and your reports also will be there. And your finally your errors if it is there, and your errors can also be created.
वो लैपटॉप पर मेरा बोल रहा ना लड़कियां हालत है ना मैंने सब हर जगह में देखा है कजिन जो
And also mega foundation design we would be seeing it tomorrow. And we are supposed to see it in Staad foundation software only, and we will see the isolated and then the matte foundation fully. According to the syllabus, you will be learning your isolated and then the matte foundation fully, and we'll be just understanding the design parameters and discussing on the design, on the combined as well as on the pile cap. Okay, this is only about understanding the design parameters and just discussing about the design discussion. But the entire concept we will be learning it in the isolated footing as well as in the matte foundation. And also you will have your pile plant foundation design. So your plant foundation design will be there, that also we will be learning, like your vertical vessel, horizontal vessel, tank foundation, and on the toolkit it is all about your ripped beam footing. Okay, so these were just understanding the toolkit on the ripped beam, like what were all the parameters it is available. So on the plant foundation design, vertical vessel, horizontal vessel and tank foundation, directly we would be saying. So this is all we will be having it in the foundation design. Okay. What is that, Subhendra? Advanced steel design using physical membrane. What is that physical membrane? Okay. And guys, can you all tell me, did I teach you about this section wizard?
center
Composite deck layout I have thought. Yes, this section wizard. Did I teach you about this section wizard? No. No. Okay.
उस दिन ही पूछते पूछते रह गए, इंसिडेंट अलग हो गया, रास्ते में पूछ लेना।
How about this composite deck layout?
मैम की नहीं बोलती कुछ भी, वो आएगी।
Done. Okay.
बता, आपने किसी से क्या करा, किसी की बात क्यों नहीं होता?
Subhendra, it can be anything that can be present in your center. Okay. But please log into your CAT Center org and you will find your proficient syllabus and you have to teach your students with that syllabus only, irrespective of the one that you have. And according to the CAT Center org syllabus, it is your Staad Pro Connect edition. Okay, so we have updated into the Staad Pro Connect edition the latest version of the software. And in the latest version of the software, and also according to the syllabus available in CAT Center org, we are supposed to design your steel structures for your transmission towers. So the transmission towers can be directly taken from your structure wizard. Okay. So likewise today, and requesting all the participants to join by 9 o'clock. The training starts by sharp 9:10. Tomorrow I'm going to teach about the section wizard and also pushover analysis, foundation design, and about the load envelope. It is all about on the loading. So whenever your load envelopes is also there, no. So what do we mean by this load envelope? I will not repeat any of the options again. If you're absenting yourself in the first 5 or 10 minutes, I will. Okay. So Harshini, Jafita, and Megha, all the three participants
ले
are
काम
joining
कर,
by
तूने
sharp 9.
छोड़
So
इसको,
there is no
नेट कर,
difficulties or there is no delay from them. So all the three
नेट से
participants are
डाउनलोड करोगे
joining.
यार।
So all the other participants, if you join by 9 o'clock, if you join late also, the training will be started by 9 and I'll be started teaching you. Tomorrow is the last day of the training. So please don't come and ask at the end what is the topics that you were covering it in the first 1 hour and last 1 hour in the mid 15 to 20 minutes. Okay, so I don't want all this to occur by tomorrow.
ऑलरेडी
So
भरा हुआ है,
please
इसका
join
एक बार ऑलरेडी
exactly
भरा
at
हुआ
time.
है,
See, irrespective of the heavy rainfall, network issues, all that is accepted. So the heavy rainfall, network issues, it happens for everyone in
पूरे
the
को उड़ा
meeting.
दो,
Even to me
इस
also
वाले
it
में उड़ा दो,
happens. Okay, I accept that issues. But please don't join yourselves late by giving any other excuses. Okay, that is not required. Okay. Today there is no assignment for you and I'm giving you the attendance form. So please give your attendance for the same. So tomorrow it will be your cross-sectional wizard, your parametric modeling, your load envelope, pushover analysis, and it will be your foundation design. So these were all the concepts that will be covered tomorrow. Okay, is it all very clear? Do you all have any doubts? Do you all have any doubts?
मैं बोल रहा था सर, मैं देख के आऊँ क्या? वो पूछ रहे होंगे कि ये पूछ रहे हैं ना, अभी तो शुरुआत है, इतना तो बता ही सकता है। अच्छा, मैंने कहा नहीं बोलना, फिर बात पीछे आती
Sani, please just hold on for a moment. Let me. Jeffita, is it all very clear for you? And 1 second, I'll share you the attendance link first, and then later you can. Yeah. 1 second, just let me post the attendance link on the chat box. Yeah, I have posted the attendance link. Yes, Sani, I'm sharing you my PPT screen.
तो मतलब बड़े सही भी ठीक लग रहा है वो भी मुझे करवा दे तो
डिलीट
बोलना यार जीरो कर लेने से लगना हो जाएगी
Yes, Sani, please make a note. This is all about the buckling analysis, imperfection analysis, and then the P delta analysis. Those are done with the attendance can leave.